You don't understand that? So you don't, well, you got up there trying to be critical.
I kind of do
You kind of do what?
understand it because she and
Do
I.
you want Miss Stephan to represent you or not?
Do I want her to represent me? She don't want to.
I don't think Miss Stephan has ever turned anybody away. You need to listen to her, though.
What did
That's called the case, People versus Edna Grima? Grima?
Good morning, Honor. Charlotte Stephan on behalf of Ms. Gurma. Your Honor, unfortunately, there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship, and I have to ask to withdraw from representation.
Your name?
and the girl? May
What?
may I be allowed to speak, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor. I couldn't have. Wait a minute. Okay. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I couldn't have a regular, attorney from public defender because it was conflict of interest or whatever. So I
Right.
have from the county, right? Okay. Your Honor, my question is, if I request, if I ask the no probable cause to be handled right here, right?
If you ask for what?
If I ask her,
Okay.
okay, let's just put it like this. She and I were talking and I was stopping her to ask her questions, to
Okay.
make sure I'm following her.
Okay.
And she didn't like that.
She didn't like what? That you asked a question?
Yes, sir. She said, if you stop me one more time while I'm talking, then I'm gonna get up and leave. Your Honor, I'm 61 years old, okay? I have to ask the
So
question.
you're going to tell me that Miss Stephan stopped you without cause to stop you,
What?
was trying to, as she's trying to explain things to you, and that somehow or another that did what to you?
No, what I'm saying is that she was explaining her thoughts on, she was telling me what she was gonna do, right? As far as the case. And I was stopping her to make sure I understood what she said. Is what I was doing. She didn't appreciate me stopping her.
I'm going to tell you that then I can answer your question.
But I have a hard, I'm trying to follow her as she go along, sir. That's all.
That's what?
I was just trying to follow her. I'm trying to follow her as she goes along. Because by the time she gets to the end of what she's saying, I may not remember my question. So if you say, after probable cause, if I ask after probable cause, then what's the next thing? See, first of all, I just want to say, I beg, I pray to God in Jesus' name, and I'm praying right now.
Man, what do you want me to do?
I'm asking you to please forgive me, find grace and forgiveness for me breaking my bond thing, as well as I have a nonprofit youth organization. My nephew was killed in 2021.
Ma'am, right now,
Yeah.
your attorney has said there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship.
I don't understand.
You don't understand that? So you don't, well, you got up there trying to be critical.
I kind of do
You kind of do what?
understand it because she and
Do
I.
you want Miss Stephan to represent you or not?
Do I want her to represent me? She don't want to.
I don't think Miss Stephan has ever turned anybody away. You need to listen to her, though.
What did she say?
What do you mean, what did she say? To me,
Yeah.
she just
About-
said there's been a breakdown in the relationship, but I'm trying to understand that.
So now what? I'm just confused. I don't understand.
Maybe that's why when your attorney comes to talk to you and she stops you, she's trying to make sure to explain everything to you.
Okay.
Which means you have to listen.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do?
Forgive me for breaking my, do I want her to be my attorney is what you,
Well, that's where we need to start.
okay. Do you want to be my attorney? Do you think we can work it out?
Your Honor, with all due respect to the court and Ms. Girma, I do feel bad about this. But I don't think that it's at this point fair to Ms. Girma to have me continue to represent her because it got, in my opinion, it got to such a point that I'm here now asking to withdraw. And Your Honor, I probably have, it's very rare if ever. So Ms. Girma deserves an attorney that she can effectively communicate with. I'm certainly willing to try, but I just don't think that's in her best interest at this time, Your Honor.
Yes,
So would you please forgive me for breaking the bond thing and please,
ma'am, I'm not even dealing with the bond. I'm trying to make sure you have an attorney that you're going to listen to and can communicate with. But if Miss Steffen is coming before this court, I don't think she's ever withdrawn a case before me and asking or believing that she cannot properly represent you. I'm going to take her at her word.
okay,
So what I'm going to do is we'll need to have, I won't require a written motion, which I normally do to withdraw. I'll take the oral motion to withdraw as granted. Ma'am, what I'm going to do is, since I doubt the MAC office knew about it, I'm going to adjourn it out 1 week so that they can have time to appoint counsel to present you. So the probable cause conference will be adjourned to February 19th, 2026, 9 a.m. At this point, your bond was revoked. Your bond will continue as revoked until we can get through everything. So our bond will continue revoked. Thank you. Northfield Estates versus Christopher Welke. Name?
Christopher Welke.
All right. And how much does plaintiff have owing on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Welke made a payment today. I believe it was for 200, but I'm going to double check to make sure I just did my math properly. Assuming that that $200 payment is correct, and I believe that it is, the total with cost would be $2,129.29. And yes, that is a $200 payment made today.
How you gonna get this? How you thinking?
Well, I got money that's on its way. It's gonna be no problem to pay it off in full once that hits, but until then, I just gotta work with my unemployment every 2 weeks. I do want to know.
Okay, so, all right, I hear you. So when do you think the money's gonna come in for you?
I'm hoping before the end of this month.
Okay,
And then that's gonna put me, I'm gonna pay off this and on top until I'm back to work. It's taxes. I'm just waiting on my taxes.
so, okay, I just want to make sure I understand what your plan is. You'll be able to, if that comes in by the end of the month, you should be able to get this paid off.
This paid off and then a month ahead or 2 months ahead.
Oh, you're trying to get yourself.
Yeah, because
I got
be laid off till like March probably.
Okay, I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do, sir. For no tribal issue after a hearing in this matter, I'm gonna grant them a judgment that basically just at least freezes this amount at the 21, 29, 29, I think it is. And I'm going to extend your writ date out to the 27th, basically to the end of the month.
Okay.
Okay. And then that way, the object for you would be to get,
Okay.
and then Hopefully then you'll be good.
Okay,
All right?
sounds good. And I got a question. This paper right here that's in my packet, where do I turn that in at?
What is that for?
It says, please, it's just a form before the contact information amend for the court.
I mean, oh, okay. If you can turn that in up front at the front counter if you want to.
Okay,
Okay, that'll work. All right.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Park Ridge versus Sydney Dodd. Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
Sydney.
She's been sitting back there all day. Huh? Hasn't said a word. Just sitting back there all day. Just waiting patiently for a case to be called. All right. How much is owing on her case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $1,410. I spoke with Ms. Dodd prior to the hearing, and she told me that you have assistance pending.
Yeah.
And then, Your Honor, my client's also willing to offer a payment plan, but I just have to get the numbers ironed out with them. So if you could adjourn this, I think 2 weeks, did we say?
I mean, that'll be fine. What I'm trying to do is have, I have Jewish Family Services giving 400 and also Peace Neighborhood is gonna give 400. I'm gonna pay the rest of the balance with my check on the 20th. Cause I just started nursing school, so I'm going down on my hours and I don't want to carry that payment plan over in case something happened where I'm not able to go. So I want to make sure that this is taken care of before March. So I might not need the payment plan, but I should be good by the 20th for sure.
A nurse. So you just started nursing
I
school?
did. St. Joe's just started it. Eagle Gate College just started at St. Joe's. So I first class out of there.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
When did you decide to do that?
Well, I've been a medical assistant for 15 years. I've been wanting to go back for nursing for a while, but I had kids and everything. So it kind of got like pushed off to the side, but they made it where I can go and I don't have to pay nothing a month. So I was ready.
So you can go to school, not pay anything?
Nope, you just have to pass the PRQ class, like the prereq class. And as long as you got above a 75 and I got a 90%, so I was good to go.
And I could go and become a nurse. No? Why?
You do good here.
Yeah. What? I gotta be able to do what? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Pretty much the only thing I know how to use is the defibrillator. That's all they taught me. So if you don't have that, I don't know I'm gonna do you any good. I'm just, all right, you're right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So if that happens, I'm ready.
Anything happens.
Anything else, you're gone. It's over. All right. Okay, so you think adjourning it out 2 weeks? Let's try to get her straight and everything.
Okay.
All right, so I'll adjourn this out to February 27th,
Okay.
2026 at 3 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, and young lady, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Court calls the case of Sparrowwood Apartments versus Michelle.
Billion Engen for plaintiff.
Shimmy out, I should. Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, balance including court costs is $9,200. And I spoke briefly with Ms. Shemiat, but she's going to give you the update on what's going on.
All right, go ahead.
I'm working with two caseworkers, Madden Linton and
Mhm.
Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels. Care on Wheels in that organization. Helped me fill out an application yesterday for an apartment. Madden told me to wait until February 11th to fill out an application because my aide, my troublesome aide that lives with me, was getting his first paycheck from maintenance job at Huntington Bank on the 11th. What he didn't tell me is that it was going to be mailed. So I wasn't going to wait any longer. I filled out the application yesterday for a place in Ipsy Township that would work for me. There's no handicap ramp outside, so I would have to have that put together. Madden told me she can handle that. So the application went in last night, and I'm waiting to hear. Madden has told me that this company that runs this particular area, ranch style in Ipsy Township, usually responds within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
And whether or not I'm accepted. When I was filling out my application yesterday with Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels, Care on Wheels, he thought that there might be some fraudulent activity in my checking accounts because I haven't been paying rent for a while. And I should have some money, more money than I do in my accounts. So I'm looking over my accounts. I haven't seen anything that looks fraudulent. I did lose one of my cards. I thought I left it here last time I was here, but it wasn't located. I've gotten a replacement card and I'm going to be activating that. So I'm going to be working with Huntington Bank and make sure that I have all the money that I'm supposed to in my accounts. So I should have an answer fairly soon about whether or not I'm accepted. And if I'm not, I'm going to have to move into a hotel. That's the way I see things, but hopefully I'll get accepted.
Okay.
I
Here's
think,
what I'm gonna do is, you said it's 9,200 even.
9,200, yes, Your Honor. I
Okay.
would be willing to extend the redemption date to the end of the month, and I would also be willing to put no writ without a hearing.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking right along the same line. So Ms. Jimmy, out, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna find that there's no tribal issue. There's nothing for the court to try. So I'm gonna grant them a judgment for the $9,200.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna indicate that a writ or an order to eviction would normally issue on the 23rd. I'm gonna say that it can't issue until February 27th, 2026. And then I'm gonna also indicate that there's no writ will execute without a hearing. So what that basically means is it's unlikely that you're gonna get it paid, but you'll probably get yourself moved in someplace. So I'm extending the time before they can have you even apply to the court to have you removed. But even if they then get to that point that they have to do that, then they still have to come see me before they can do anything.
Thank you.
All right.
So should I try and be out by February 27th?
That would be the best thing if you can. Okay.
Oh, my family can move me.
And Ms. Shemiat, just so you know, because the 27th is a Friday, the week, you have the following week as well.
Yeah.
The earliest we'll check with our client to see if later he moved out is
March 2nd.
Yeah, March 2nd.
March 2nd.
What was that again? The latest I would have to move out is March 2nd?
Yeah, but if you can be out on or before the 1st of March.
March, which is that Sunday.
We won't check till March, the morning of March 2nd.
Out before what, March?
March 1st, on or before March 1st.
Oh, that's great. On or before March 1st, 9,200 I owe, and the rent where I've applied is a lot cheaper than what I'm paying now. So I have her number to arrange a contract to start paying her back.
Hang them back.
And I'm going to look into my banking. So am I coming back to court yet?
No, I'm not gonna give another date. That will be it. And the only time that you come back to court is if they are having to forcibly remove you. Before they can do any of that, they have to come through me and ask me.
And you would get a notice.
You would get a notice in the mail.
Would I have to come to court for something
Yes,
else?
you would have to come to court for something.
Only if you haven't moved out.
Only if you, yeah, it's only if you haven't moved out.
And we file for a writ of eviction. And then it would just be a Friday, just like this.
Oh, this is a lot of information. Back to court only if I'm not out
Yep.
by a certain date,
Yes,
only if I'm not out by March 1st,
yes.
not out. Sure. When would I get that notice in the mail?
Well, they would have to apply and they'd have, it would, I can't say exactly when you'd get that in the mail. All right. But Ms. Shimmy, let me put it this way. I know that you show up at all hearings. So if something were to happen and there were hearings set and you're not here, then I'm probably gonna send out the 40th Cavalry. We're gonna find you. All right?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your patience again
Yes.
and your understanding, and thank you, Jillian, too. That's great.
Ms. Shimmy, it has, I don't think you'll have to come back and see me, but if you do, it will be a joy. And let me just tell you, you have through all of these hearings been an absolute delight.
Oh,
And have brought joy to my day. So thank you for that.
gee, I'll have to come back. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everything you've done.
All right, take care of yourself, please.
Issues with anything else, if you're not gonna be out, call me and let me know so that
I'll let
we
you
can.
know.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I've been accepted.
Thank you
They
very
have
much.
something available.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Strong Future Homes versus Summer Best Guess. They have not checked yet.
Your Honor, the balance in this matter is $130, so it's really just. It's mostly been paid off. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Your Honor, we're gonna have to dismiss this
All right,
because we're gonna have to dismiss this case because the defendant got to a zero balance before February 1st.
okay. Case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. Thank you. That's it for that block.
Yes, sir.
And then start the next block and do that. All right, St. John, thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Versus Mika Claybrown.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jillian Engen for planning.
Oh, there she is. Hello. What's your name?
Mika Claiborne.
All right. And where are we?
The balance including court costs of $1,206.
All right. And did you receive her answer?
I did. I don't know why it's not in my file, but I can pull it up on.
All right.
Your Honor, I submit a written answer along with documents as well, with proofs, pictures.
Oh, no, I saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to yell at me.
Oh, no, I don't. I wouldn't do that to you.
Your Honor, so the answer centers on a request for a reasonable accommodation. I just want to note for the court that the request packet I see as around page 15 of the document, which was filled out by Ms. Claiborne's provider. When asked, is this person disabled? It says no. And is the accommodation necessary to afford the resident equal opportunity to use and enjoy the housing facility? The answer is also no.
What page 15 are you referring to, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's only 13 pages.
Okay, it's page 6 or 13 on that. Section 504 request.
Well, I can definitely have her correct that because she might have done that by accident. She was skimming while we were reading while we were in the appointment. But she did provide a letterhead stating my diagnosis, and the diagnosis is, hand in hand with the section 504 request requirement.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that you're on. I think that when my client reviewed the letter, I think they need something that says that
Yes.
it would allow her to, that it is a disability and it would allow Ms. Claiborne to enjoy the unit as a resident without a disability.
got it.
However, my air
So-
ducts are filthy and I'm suffering every day. I wake up with
But
headaches,
ma'am,
snotty nose,
ma'am,
severe allergies.
they can't act on it unless the,
Documents are correct.
right.
Yeah,
So you can get that corrected and get them. to them?
yes.
All right.
Yeah, she'll be willing to fix that.
How, can you do that within the next week?
Yes, I could reach out to her. She is I got looked up on that appointment, but I could probably send it to the office and they could correct it. I probably wouldn't.
I'm just trying to figure out whether to put this out 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, another thing is I wanted to mention, if you don't mind, I have an appointment with SOS on March 3rd, because I do want to get the payment in as
Right.
well.
So your appointment with them isn't until March 3rd.
Yes.
How much is their monthly rent?
My rent is 145 now.
Yep, 145.
So we would only go up about,
Right.
so if I put it up to the 6th, that would allow her appointment, the documents to be done, and if whatever can be done, at least movement headed in that direction if I do it that way, I think.
Yes, and it's not only that, I spoke to the office manager. She said she's willing to change my carpet, and then along with the 7 service requests that I submitted that have not been taken care of, they did take care of 3 this week, but there is a hole in the wall that still needs to be repaired. There's closet doors in my basement that almost fell on my daughter, and I sent the service request about that. I put all that in the documents.
Okay, but that, I'm just looking at timing and trying to get everything done. So what I'll do is I'll adjourn this March 6th, 2025 at 12 noon. All right, and let's see where we are. You'll get that paperwork corrected. They'll keep working on repair issues and then the other.
So in the case that I do get the special accommodation paperwork corrected, will they be moving forward with getting the air duct cleaning done?
They should, but
I think my client is going to, comply with proper reasonable accommodations in accordance with, federal and state law. So if you also, you have an email for our office?
I did, and nobody followed up. I also submitted the chain of. And nobody.
okay, that's fine, man. Look,
Yeah.
here's what's gonna happen. You're asking questions, get the paperwork corrected, and then let's see what they do.
Okay, so just save my questions for March 6th. Right.
Your what?
Save my questions for March 6th.
Well, I'm not saying save your questions, but you can certainly reach out to them, but to ask them what they're gonna do, they haven't seen the paperwork yet. They can't move until that's corrected.
Okay, I've tried to communicate with them through the office and through email, and they are not responding to me. So this is my first time hearing that I needed to correct it. So I will make sure to do that.
Ms. Claiborne, can you send that to Think and Think? Do you need my email address?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And you said March 6th at what time, Simpson? Mr. Simpson? I mean, Judge Simpson?
12 noon.
12 noon. Thank you. In person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Kevin Sherman.
Not really, Your Honor. Millionaire.
Take care. Not here. Kevin Sherman. Should I take default?
Sorry.
Would you like to take a default?
Yes, please.
All right, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $1,324.52. Court costs are $172 for a total of $1,496.52. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days, which I have is after the 23rd of this month.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. Forrest Knoll versus Ashley Jones.
Hello.
All right. And where are we on her case?
Ms. Jones, I have a balance court cost of $5,513. I do have a note from my client that they have not received the amounts paid by DHHS.
And that's because they never responded to any of the emails from DHS. My son went into surgery on November 24th. I reached out to my job to get the help. And
Right.
they responded to Forrest Knowles about my address. They never responded back. So I had to call the rental office and get them to respond back to DHS emails, which I finally just got an email yesterday or the day before saying that Forrest Knowles finally sent the ledger over to them showing my address so they can submit the payment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So how much were they gonna send?
3503. And I paid 2,400, but I see that's taken off the balance.
That's already taken, your amount's taken off.
Yep, and then
They were gonna pay
503.
3503.
but the 15 or the 5,013 would have been including my February's rent. So I paid I have a money order for 627 right now to take care of the balance that I owed.
Take care of the balance that you owe
That I owed for before February's rent.
before February's rent clicked in. And so,
Yes.
well, okay, so let me just get clear of this. Once that check comes from DHS and you pay the 6, you're clear through January. We're
Yep.
dealing with February.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really where we are. Okay. So how much is your monthly rent?
1382.
All right, so let me ask you this. How are you intending on getting your February rent paid?
I'll pay it by the end of the month of February.
By the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this then. So if I don't have to issue a judgment, I won't. But I'm going to adjourn this out to February 27th, 2026 at 3 p.m. for an in-person hearing.
Okay.
If you have the money on that date that clears your February, get it paid to them before you get here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then hopefully that check will be there. You'll pay that amount. And then on that date, I can happily tell you that your case is dismissed.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You know what you got to do?
Yeah.
All right, look, don't mess it up. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I will.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You have a great weekend. Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes 1 and 2 versus Lakia Williams.
This is the line defendants never want to hear. The judge is done explaining, done negotiating. One more mistake, and jail becomes inevitable. This courtroom doesn't offer second chances.
Court calls the case of Haverhill and Clark versus Kyla Ritchie.
Good afternoon, my name is Dot for the plaintiff.
Hello.
Kayla Ritchie.
All right. And where are we on her case?
Your Honor, the parties do have a consent judgment today.
All right.
Consent judgment for possession only, rent to retain is $3,300. Attorney fees and costs in the amount of $170 for a total redemptive amount of $3,470. Defendant agrees to either pay that balance off or vacate by February 27th, 2028. No money judgment is entered. I did advise of MCR 4.201J, the 3-day rescission rule, as well as the 10-day appeal date, and the defendant has.
Ma'am, is all of that correct?
Yes.
All right, are you gonna be able to get this done, you think?
Yeah, I'm making a payment of $1,600 on Tuesday because they're not open on Monday.
Okay,
And then I'm waiting for my state refund to come in. It's supposed to be coming in
your
within the
state
next-
refund
Yeah,
from who? For taxes?
for taxes, yeah. It said it's.
So we're depending on a bureaucracy to
No,
do that,
well,
really?
if not that, I do get paid on the couple days before the 27th.
Okay, all right. She was gonna rely upon the state. Back to her.
We did have this discussion, Judge.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. All right. All right. No questions on this? All right. And you were explaining your right under. Okay, very good. I've signed off. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Calls the case of Haverhill and Clark versus Myra South. Hello,
Hi.
what's your name?
Myra Zhao.
All right. And where are we on this?
Your Honor, the parties have entered into or have agreed to enter into a consent order for conditional dismissal.
Okay.
Again, I owe the court a conditional dismissal on this one as well. The rent to retain is $6,956.78. Attorney fees and costs of $170 for a total redemptive amount of $7,126.78. She just made a payment of $700 that I did reflect in this balance.
Okay.
This is the box 4BCD. The terms are as follows: that the regular rent is to be paid timely as of March 2026. That's between the 1st and the 5th. And an additional $350 will be paid by the 20th of each month, beginning March 20th, 2026, and on until the balance is paid in full. There will be no late fees if all payments are made timely. The 56-day rule is told. Any missed payment would be grounds for us to proceed pursuant to 4B, and then we will accept third-party payment. And then box 7 is also checked. Defendant has given me permission to sign and submit this. And so.
All right. Ma'am, is all of that correct?
It is.
All right. Do you have any questions whatsoever as to the terms?
I do not.
All right. And you were explaining your rights of rescission from the date of my signature, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. When it gets here, after she finds the right bag that the things are in, then, no, I'm kidding. Then I will sign off.
I was like, it's so light, and I know I forgot something.
Yep. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. You have a great weekend.
Thank you, Judge. Well, happy Valentine's
Thank you.
Day.
Yes, and to all of you the same.
Everyone have a great weekend.
All right. Homestead Commons versus Damon Guster.
Your Honor, I do not have the attorney. This is Mr. Cox's office. This is the city of Andover jurisdiction.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Neither party appeared, case dismissed. Living Room Yoga Commune, LLC, doing business as Delacroix Emerson versus Frederick West.
I'm Emerson Delacroix.
Frederick West.
All right. And this is a non-payment of rent case. And how much is claimed owing at this time?
$2,677.16.
Her name again? Your name, ma'am, is Delacroix.
Emerson Delacroix.
Emerson, yeah. I think they have it.
Okay.
You got it. They just flipped it with the slash. All right, sir. What do you say about that amount?
I owe it.
Okay, all right.
I just had some financial difficulties. I got myself out of the hole now.
Okay, so when are you gonna get this paid?
I can have it paid within the next week and a half. The whole amount.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
Per the agreement at the last hearing with Judge Barr, the tenant was required to pay $1,500.
Right, he said he would pay 1,500 by next week, which would be this week. Did you get that done or no?
No, I switched jobs and my check got mailed, so I don't know how much that is, but it's at the house, so.
All right, but you say that you can pay this. You said a week and a half, so you can pay it by the 25th?
Yep.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna find that he's not disputing the amount owed. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing. I'm gonna grant you a judgment for possession in that amount of the 2677.16. However, normally he would have to have everything paid by the 23rd. I will indicate that he has to have everything paid by February 26th. Give him a few days because of when that's gonna pop in. And then do that. If he doesn't pay it, then you can file for an order of eviction. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. And so, ma'am, what you may want to do, what time is it? You won't be able to do it today, but you want to make sure, go online, get a judgment form, fill it out if you haven't done so, and submit it to the court for my signature.
The 107C,
Pardon?
the DC 107A.
Let me see it. 'Cause I used to know all of those numbers and I don't know if I. No. It's a,
What's it called?
it's a judgment. Can we? You can pull her one and then she can fill it out and submit it by Monday. We'll try to pull you one offline so that you have it. Okay, ma'am?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Silent. The judge doesn't need to shout because everyone understands what comes next. This isn't anger. This is control, and control is far more dangerous. Courtroom changes. The judge stops being patient. This is no longer a warning. Every word now carries consequences. One wrong move, and freedom disappears.